Hi, welcome to my full review of the Adidas Boston 12, which is one of Adidas's most popular shoes, and I can honestly say I totally understand why, because it's priced really well and it's built really well in terms of build quality. Now, these have got 158 miles in, and they're showing basically zero amount of wear on it over that distance. And I bought these for Berlin Marathon training block for doing like long training runs in, but I also needed something that was fast enough if you wanted to pick up the pace to hit marathon race pace or even half marathon race pace if you're pushing it. So it's that sweet spot balance between having enough cushioning to protect your legs, but also having enough sort of propulsion and speed to be able to hit the higher paces needed for actually training at marathon race pace or faster. So yeah, these got 158 miles in. I do like the colourway, I think it's great. It's also very practical as well. With the black sole, it hides any sort of form of any creasing. So you can kind of see, I mean, for 158 miles, that's pretty impressive. There is basically virtually no wear on the Continental outsole rubber, which has got quite a lot of coverage. I mean, that probably is one of the reasons why it's not as light as the Adidas Pro 3. But as a training shoe, that's great. So we'll run through a few specs. I did do an unboxing video on this, but yeah, so it's quite wide in terms of in the mid to forefoot, which is good for my shaped foot. It's a really nice sweet spot in terms of comfort as well as being sort of race fit. So you've got a very resilient mesh-like upper, which basically gives off, it drains really well. It also, the heat can get out quickly. It's got a bit of a toe bumper. It's got sort of felt-like material for the tongue with a bit of padding around where the laces go over. And then you've got this sort of felt sort of eyelets for the lace up. So it's a really nice balance between comfort and having something that is actually quite a fast shoe. The only thing really stopping it from really, in my eyes, being a full race day shoe is its weight, and that's probably where you've got the durability of the extra rubber on the outsole. But that's, yeah, but it's almost an ideal marathon training shoe for those long runs. So a few specs. This is a UK 8.5. I'm usually a size 9 in Hoka, but I went down to an 8.5, which I'm always happy to do if I can get away with it because it saves on a bit of weight as well. So yeah, you've got sort of mesh-like upper, you've got this little heel tab thing here for pulling it on and off. Inside, you've got the slight cushioning around the sides and then it's flat where your Achilles is, and it's actually been really comfortable. Let me see, you've also the midsole, which is probably the most important part of it. So you've got a mix between Light Strike Pro, which is the top, more comfortable, bouncy super foam layer, and then you've got Light Strike 2.0 underneath that, which gets thicker in the heel, and that's it's not as light as the Light Strike Pro, but it's a really nice balance. And then you've got the Continental rubber outsole with the Energy Rods 2.0, which is sort of embedded within that cavity there, which almost mimic the metatarsals of your foot. So you do get that snappy pop when it sort of toes off. Now, if you look at it that way, you can see it's one of those modern looking shoes, which the mid to forefoot, you've actually got a very wide landing platform. So it does sort of try and encourage you to land on this main base here, which is great. And I really like that because it just gives you a really nice, smooth, propulsive pop off, especially with the Light Strike Pro, which you really get to know that foam if you've had a few of them, like with the Takumi Sen 9. And it's a really nice shoe for marathon training. You can pick up the pace, you can do a bit of intervals in there as well. And but yeah, I think the only thing sort of holding this back from being a full race day shoe is the extra weight. I think this one comes in at, let me see, I will just double check. Let me see, so it's a UK 8.5. This is coming in at 264 grams, which is, you're looking at about 50 grams heavier than like the Adidas Pro 3, but it's a training shoe, so that's absolutely fine. So yeah, I think it's a great shoe. It looks like it's going to last well into 300 or 400 miles. I mean, 158 miles, and it's showing very little wear. I'm really glad I bought it. I think I got it for about £120 or something, £110 or something, with a discount code. So it's a really good value shoe, and it's effectively, you could class it as a super shoe because of the rods and the super foam with the Light Strike Pro. So, yep. If you're wondering what to buy for a marathon specific training shoe, this is a good choice. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.